What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Nothing But Skills, and today I'm bringing you guys another division video. Today's video is going to be focused on the vendor reset that just happened Friday, April 27th, 2018. Now, there are a couple good items out there for you guys to pick up. I found 6 must buys and then one that isn't really a must buy, but I felt that if you guys don't have this, it's something you guys should pick up until you can get a better version of it. So the first thing I want you guys to know is, if you guys have any questions after watching this video, use the comment section down below. And if you guys enjoy this video, hit the thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, as always, hit that subscribe button, turn the notification bell on, so as soon as I release a video, you get notified. I just want to say thank you guys again. Thank you. But hey, that's enough talking. Let's get into the video. So the first item that we're going to be going to is going to be located right here at the base of operation, and the item is going to be located at this gear vendor right in front of me. The first item we're going to be looking at is this electronics mod. It's 202 rolled with max damage to elite of 4%. Now, it's rare that we get these. I haven't seen a 4% damage to elites in a while. Now, this would work really good on a lot of your electronics builds if you're running some type of tactician, firecrest, reclaimer, if you want to be able to put out a little bit more damage in PvE. Now, this is only if you want to be able to still put out damage. So for me, this would work great with my tactician build, with my firecrest build, because my flame turret's already gonna put out a lot of damage, and if I put this on there, I times that by 5. That's an additional 20% extra damage to elites that my flame turret's gonna do, plus my urban MDR is gonna do the 18% damage you get to enemies with status effects. You can see how all that damage together is going to work really good on my Firecrest build. So I'm going to pick up a couple of these. I don't have any electronics ones that have 4% damage to elites. The ones I have are 3% damage to elites. So I'm going to grab 5 of these and put them on my PvE character, and I most likely will run this with my Firecrest build. I would pick these up. They're 84,000 division credits. They're one of my must buys of the week. It's hardly ever we get these 4% damage to elites, so go head over here and pick this up. Now, there's one more item at the same gear vendor that I recommend you guys picking up, and it's going to be this performance mod. This one's going to cost you 168,000 division credits. It's 4% seeker mine damage. Now, if you've been watching any of the guys who've been soloing a lot of the legendary missions or soloing challenging missions, well, when they run their tactician build, they let their seeker mines do a lot of the damage, and to get the max damage out of your seeker mines, you need to stack these on your build. You stack 4 of these, and that's an additional 16% seeker mine damage. And for 168,000 division credits, where you should already have a lot of division credits if you've been farming this global event, you get a bunch of items you don't really need and you could just sell to the vendor. I'd pick these up. They're maxed out. There isn't anything higher than this. It's another must buy of the week. That's why I made my must buy of the week, because this is a max roll, and a lot of people run seeker mine damage and they like these 4% seeker mine damage to add to their tactician build. This one's also located at the base of operation gear vendor. So there are 2 mods you want to pick up here: this performance mod with 4% seeker mine damage, and then of course this electronics mod with 4% damage to elites. The next item we're going to be looking at is going to be located at Camp Hudson, so we're going to fast travel there. So once we arrive here, we're going to head over to the weapons vendor, and there's going to be a mod that we want to pick up. So it's going to be the first vendor on our left hand side. And the item you guys want to pick up, it's going to be this extended magazine with 118% magazine size, 4% critical hit damage, and 5% reload speed. Now, this is going to work great for those builds that you're trying to stack a lot of critical hit damage, because you don't need to have rate of fire on a sniper rifle, but having reload speed is key. So I actually run this same extended magazine on my Deadeye build. I run a magazine size, critical hit damage, because you don't need hit critical hit chance, because it's going to be maxed out when you're in cover. And then of course the reload speed, because you don't need rate of fire on a bolt action. So the reload speed helps you reload and get you back into battle once you run through all your bullets. So personally, this is my go-to extended magazine for my Deadeye build. I also run this on a lot of my sniper rifles. So if you're looking for a good extended magazine, you can get this one at Camp Hudson. It's 168,000 division credits, and I would pick this one up. This is another must buy of the week. Head over here and pick this one up. The next item is going to be located at Camp Clinton, so we're going to fast travel there. And the item that we want to pick up is going to be located right here at this special equipment vendor. And the item that we're looking at is going to be this Navy MP5. It has 19.5 critical hit chance. The damage roll on this one is really high. I think it's almost maxed out at 100%. So when you go to fully optimize this, the damage won't go up any higher. Remember, it's all based on your firearms and if you have SMG damage rolled on your gloves. Now, the reason why I recommend you guys picking this up is it's going to be a great weapon for PvE. It has deadly, brutal, and ferocious in the bottom slot. So you can run this on almost every single one of your PvE builds and not have to worry about the electronics, the stamina, or the firearms. Personally, I would keep ferocious on here. I would most likely roll destructive for deadly or destructive for brutal. I'm going to leave that one up to you guys. Since it is an SMG, having deadly on there isn't that bad since you will hit a lot of critical hit chance even on the PvE side. Now, brutal is always great for PvE, but you want to have destructive on here, so you either want to take off brutal or deadly. I'll let you guys pick that one, but having ferocious in the bottom slot is amazing. You can run this with your D3 build. If you don't have a good house, you can run this on there. You can get that ferocious damage against elite and named enemies, and then you'll have destructive on there. So I would pick this up. It's going to cost you 1,248 Phoenix credits, but what else are you spending your Phoenix credits on? Personally, I would pick this up. This is another must buy of the week. I haven't seen a good roll Navy MP5 in a while, so I'd pick this up unless you have the blueprint and you just want to take your chances on rolling one. I mean, you're not going to get a better roll than this, so pick this one up. It's located at Camp Clinton at the special equipment vendor. The next item is going to be located just east of here at Dante's Run, so we're going to fast travel to that safe house. So the item that you want to pick up is going to be located right here at this gear vendor. And the item I recommend you guys picking up is going to be this prototype stamina mod. It's rolled 197 stamina and has 3% damage to elites. Now, it's not maxed out at 4% damage to elites, but it has a pretty decent stamina roll of 197, and then it has 3% damage to elites. If you play any type of PvE, take my word for it, guys. Stacking damage to elites on those builds and enemy armor damage is going to help you melt your NPCs. You're going to see how much harder you hit the NPCs, especially when they have a lot of armor and they have a lot of health. Having that damage to elites and having enemy armor damage on your PvE builds will let you hit a lot harder. So if you're trying to make a build and you're not stacking damage to elites, you're probably doing something wrong on the PvE side. Now, of course, you can't stack all mods with damage to elites because sometimes you want to run other mods, and I totally understand that. But on most of your PvE builds, you run some type of damage to elites and enemy army damage, and these are great to add on there. So if you don't have these, I would pick them up. They're only going to cost you 84,000 division credits, so they are another must buy of the week. 197 stamina roll, 3% damage to elites. You can't go wrong here. Pick these up, and if you already have them at 4%, well, that's good for you. But in the meantime, if you don't have the 4% damage to elite ones for stamina, I'd pick these up. The next item is going to be located to the northeast at Autumn's Hope, so we're going to fast travel there. So the item you want to pick up is going to be located right here at this gear vendor, and the item that we're going to be looking at is going to be this prototype firearm mod, 267 maxed out with a 3% skill haste roll, which is maxed out. So there is nothing else you can get that's higher than this 267 and 3% skill haste. So if you're trying to stack a lot of skill haste on any of your builds, I would highly recommend you picking this up. It would work perfect with those. I know a lot of guys are running skill haste on nomad builds. Hey, pick this up. It's 267, the most maxed out you can get with 3% skill haste, and that's only going to cost you 168,000 division credits. None of the mods I show you today cost DZ credits. All of these have been division credits. Hey, this is another must buy of the week, a maxed out god roll firearm mod with skill haste. And that was the last mod on the top 6 must buy of the week. But hey, there's one item I want to tell you guys about that I think you guys should pick up because I know some of you don't have this item. So we're going to head over to the final safe house of the night. It's going to be the firewall safe house, so we're going to fast travel there, and I'm going to show you an item that didn't make this must buy of the week. If you don't have this item, I would definitely pick these up until you can get better ones. Now the roll isn't that good, but we'll talk about it in just a second. And the item that you want to pick up is going to be located right here at this gear vendor. And the item that I am talking about is going to be another purple prototype firearm mod, but this one now is going to be firearm rolled. It has a low roll of 184, but it has that 3% damage to elites. So if you don't have these, I would pick these up. I run these same mods, but mine have 4% damage to elites, and I think they're rolled around 202. I mean, these are a little bit off. They're only 184, but they do have that 3% damage to elites. You times that by 5, that's an additional 15% damage to elite that you're going to get on your build. So these are going to cost you 84,000 division credits. If you have the money and you don't have these, I would pick these up. None of you guys should ever complain about not having damage to elite mods, either firearms, stamina, or electronics, because this week we got all three. I'm happy about it. There's damage to elites, there's stamina, firearm, and electronics. And then all the other mods that I got to show you today, those were all must buys. Those are great mods for you to pick up. Even the MP5 was a great pickup. So if you have any question on any of these must buy items of the week and the one extra item, let me know in the comment section. If there's an item that you think that some of the subscribers to my channel might want to know about, use the comment section down below. I just want to say thank you guys again for all the support. Remember, if you want to see me live, I've been streaming all week long, Monday through Saturday. I stream on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/nothingbutskills. And that is Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time, Tuesday, Thursday at 10 a.m. and Saturday it's around 10 to 11 Eastern time when I go live. Usually I release a video on YouTube on Saturday around 10 a.m. and then I go live around 10:30, 11 a.m. That way I give my video a little bit of a chance. If you guys have any questions, as always, use the comment section down below. Remember, if you don't see me at Last Stand, if you don't see me in skirmish, if you don't see me in the dark zone, it's only a matter of time. Nothing But Skills is out.